you sit there and you kiss this man's ass and you let him lie. You let him lie about what his father did for HBCUs. You let him lie about being a fucking racist when you know that Don Jr. is a bigger racist than his father. So you let him get away with that. You did not challenge him on shit. I sit on this podcast, two weeks ago, and we talked about Kristen Welker. And I said, the problem, I'm happy. Yes, a black woman is running a Sunday talk show. But my only problem was that up until this point, she hasn't really been fact-checking people and challenging the people that the way that she should. That's her show. And if you know shit to be wrong, challenge them on it. You can't let people come on your platform and lie. You are a piece of shit. You are a jackass. And you need to be called out on it. Because that was bullshit. You sit there, you call motherfucking Hunter Biden a crackhead. Yes, he's smoking crack. Okay, Don Jr. snorts coke too. Allegedly. Gotta put that out there. Allegedly. And you sit there and you kissed up this man's ass for 2 fucking hours and let him get away with all types of shit that you know it ain't true. When you let your audience, you got a big audience. You let your audience be lied to and you letting your audience be misled. And they'll go out and make a decision based on the lies that you let be perpetrated on your platform. You are fucked up for that.
Now, like I just said at the beginning, he a piece of shit, right? Now, everybody need to know that he been said he was voting for Trump 3 years ago, before Trump even said. It's no problem with me personally, right? With putting racists on your platform.
Yeah, it's your platform. Do what you want to do.
Or Trump Jr. and some shit like that. No problem, right? Like some people will have problem with you just have them on your platform. So that's no problem with me, because if you don't have them on your platform, then you won't understand them. That's why we started off wanting black MAGAs, so we can understand them. So we got to the point where we understand them. They ain't got no fucking sense. So once you just get to the point where you could just understand somebody, right? So there's no problem with that. The problem is when they get on your platform and you don't challenge them. You let them do whatever. And that tells me that this is some shit they done paid for. Again, just like that Chick-fil-A shit. For now, the Chick-fil-A is the symbol of what we talking about, okay? That when we say that play they put on,
I can't even eat in that motherfucker no more.
That's what this is Chick-fil-A. Right here. This is what this is. It's just the same thing. It's a plate.
Yeah.
That they running. You know what I'm saying? So Donald Trump Jr. is a complete racist, right? But we're gonna let you hear him have a conversation with motherfucking academics. And I need you as a black man, tell me, did he challenge anything that he said? Or did he fluff the shit he said? You make it.
In the world I come from, as soon as they hear I'm sitting with you, a million things that they've thought or heard come to the surface. Yeah. They're like, well, you're going to sit with him or you got to be a sellout. And then that comes with, hey, that guy doesn't like black people.
Yeah.
You know, you had a comment in Vanity Fair where you're like, well, if my dad was racist, like he was pretty bad at it, right? And
yeah, well, I mean, if you look at the history, right? I mean, look at some of the people, you know, that have come out, you know, even recently, you know, whether it, I mean, Tyson from back in the day, but he'll say it to this day. It's like, hey, man, Trump's the only guy that was always honest with me. I may not have always taken his advice, but I should have.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, there's pictures of me, you know, back at, actually, I think it was like Tyson Spinks back in like 80s. Like, it's me with a bowl cut. I'm sitting on Herschel Walker's lap, one of the great NFL players of all time. Like, I used to go to Disney World with Herschel Walker and his family because my dad was like, I'm not taking you to Disney World. Like, go with Herschel. Like, you can tag along with it. Like, I'm like, if you're like, you're not letting a kid go at 6 years old. You know what I mean? You're just not doing those things. And
black family.
You know, then you talk about sort of, you know, all the rap songs and dude, and all the guys we hung out with. You know what I mean? Like, you know, between Atlantic City, you know, between sort of the events and the entertainers, like, you know, had dinner with half the people that, you know, magically became haters like 8 years ago. I'm like, I don't know, dude, it was weird. Like 3 months ago when we had dinner, you didn't seem to have a problem with any of these things, you know? Like,
he was one of the most mentioned people in rap songs. Like, everyone wanted to be like Trump, had money like Trump. They were getting it like Trump. They were spending it like Trump.
Yeah.
Until it became political.
Yeah. Well, and that, again, that was sort of the interesting thing. And, I understand the game. I get it. Like, you know what I mean? But it was interesting when you.
A lot going on there.
There's a lot going on right there.
Now, first of all, interviewing, like I said, there's no problem with that. But your questions. How would you lead a question off like that?
Because he is setting up. He's setting up the questions. He's setting them up to get the answers that he want him to put out.
Exactly.
It's a bullshit piece. He knows he's asking them questions, but he's not asking them questions. He's asking them questions in a way
with the answer in his question.
He's asking them in a way that he's set up to give an answer that won't make him look like a racist, that won't make him look like a misogynist, that won't make him look like a
it was
jackass.
Heavily edited too. It was a lot of shit was just stopped.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he's talking again. So obviously he said some racist shit and they cut the fuck out.
That's
now
my
whoever
problem.
running this nigga podcast, academics, trust me, it's part of these racist group that's running all the rest of these motherfuckers. That's what they do. They use them, the Breakfast Club, as mouthpieces. They're just all right. He gonna start his question off saying, "Man, yeah, everybody used to scream Trump, 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 money, money." This is what he said. Again, so, I rap too. I used to go on motherfucking open mics around the motherfucking way, DC, Maryland area, right? I get it. You can go back on fucking SoundCloud right now. I got about 30 songs on SoundCloud right now. You're gonna hear me say Trump about money. Now, what he want to do is mislead y'all and act like when people was talking about that, it's something saying that they like him personally. Like you use Gates as money figure. All this is just, you gotta remember, rap is a metaphor. You gotta have people picture what you're saying.
Look,
so you use Gates, Trump, use everybody at the time that there was big money at the time.
We had a fucking it was a hit song that one time say we was getting Arab money.
That's what I'm saying. It's
So,
just like
yeah.
you gotta understand it's a metaphor. It's not us saying, yeah, we love him particularly, but you gotta realize at the same time, he was in pageants, he was on TV shows, he was just different. He was a celebrity too, right?
Mm-hmm.
But once you run for president, that's when we get the feel of who you are, because now you guys say what you're going to be about to do, what's your priorities, and what's your things, which is not in the fucking entertainment. And then if motherfuckers reference him in their raps or songs, whatever they doing, singing, whatever it is, they just referencing you to picture money in their fucking pocket on their bank account. That's all that is. It's not saying they love the Orange Demon. Now, when he rolled down the escalator, he made it clear he was a fucking racist to anybody that didn't piece of trash. We didn't give a fuck about him.
No.
But it's when he calling shots in the government, when he saying yes and no to bills, that's when that shit is a problem. You can be a racist all you want entertaining. Hulk Hogan entertained everybody. That's one of my number one racists. I mean, damn.
He turned out to be
that's one of my number one wrestlers in my motherfucking history.
Yeah.
Right? But if he run for president, I want to slap him in his fucking mouth. That's the fucking shit. That's the difference, yeah. Like if in the ring, cutting motherfucking promos, perfect. But once he said I'm running for president, fuck you, bitch. Fuck you talking about.
It wasn't that people turned on him. It was
you got to know him.
It was when at the minute he came down that escalator, and it started with when he went on Mexicans. That was one thing. Okay, that was when he began to show his true colors. It was then on to he was coddling the KKK and David Duke. Okay, he had Steve Bannon, who we know is a racist. He is an alt-right racist. We know this. It's been proven with Steve Bannon, and he had all of these people in his cabinet, in his campaign, in his cabinet, and around him. Okay, when the shit happened in Charlottesville, anybody with good sense would condemn the racist. He came, it was him who said, "Oh, it's good people on both sides." How the fuck you mean? It was him who said that. It was him who made the comment about people from shithole countries. Yeah, when they asked him when he denounced the KKK, he would not do it. Okay, it was him that constantly making racist statements out of his mouth. It's not nobody made up this shit on Trump. You going on shit, we're going on things that Trump said. It wasn't it wasn't Democrats or left-leaning people who took out a full page ad in motherfucking in a New York newspaper trying to get 5 people who was innocent the death penalty and then would not apologize and say, well, they was in the park. They was doing something. Would you have said that about 5 white guys? No, probably most likely 99% not.
People putting those people on their platform.
Yeah.
Like that's why we said we have the black magas on here. So that's about the far as we can. You can't get no worse, right?
Yeah.
So that's not our problem. It's like, what are you doing once they on your platform? Are you challenging them? Are you asking them the right questions? Or are you putting them in positions to where they got show their emotions? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you just letting them spit out the talking points. And one thing we did, we got a motherfucker on here that comes on a lot. That's MAGA. And the first thing we did was let them spit it out. Go ahead, get it all out, bro. You got another one?
Yeah, till I couldn't take no more.
You got another talking point? Go ahead, finish. You done? Then we get into the fucking facts. Once we start getting to the facts, that's when he's all over the place. Then you don't know what the fuck going on.
I don't have a problem with what side of the aisle you're on. You could be right leaning or you could be left leaning. It doesn't matter. You could be it's you. You could be conservative. You could be liberal. That is you. My problem is you brought this dude on with an agenda, and your agenda was to mislead. You have
misleader.
Thank you. You have a lot of people who tune into your podcast, to tune into your live streams, who watch you on all these platforms.
Kids, because he a gaming fool.
Yeah. And they listen to what you have to say. Because you didn't spit a lot of truth and you didn't spit a lot of facts about mess. But when you step into the arena that you just stepped into, that's not nothing that you can just brush off. You allowed a person and you brought a person on there and you helped him. You helped him. You led him to the answers that you wanted him to give. You gave him this platform to mislead your people, to make an uninformed, irrational decision. You don't give a fuck about them people. That is the problem. You don't give a fuck about your audience. If you care, you spit it out. This is the side of the aisle I stand on. This is where I stand on in my political thinking. This is where I plant my feet. And let the people know what you are, so they can make a decision if I want to listen to this shit or not, or they know where he's coming from. If you know this dude is an unabashed racist, and you sit there and ask him questions, or you lead him into questions where he could give an answer to your audience to say, "No, I'm not. No, my father's not. We did this. We gave more. We made what he gave an answer that said that Donald Trump made sure that HBCUs are permanently funded. It's a damn lie. It's a damn lie.
That's funny because man, you had this conversation about HBCUs the other day, right? And we gave him the credit of $30 million and shit.
Gave him the credit,
and it just wasn't in comparison of Biden, $7 billion with a B.
Let's get one thing straight about that 30 million. That same 30 million that he took credit for is the same 30 million that every other president gave HBCUs.
True. But the problem is the 30 million that he pledged haven't went to HBCUs yet.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Problem. Where's it at? I can hear you saying that. That's cool. But where the money at? Why haven't got there yet? You ain't even been president in 4 years.
And they still haven't got the money.
The only money they got is Biden money.
So
what they did was said they was going to pledge that money and cipher that shit somewhere else. It went somewhere else. It probably went in tax cuts.
Yeah. But then you say Then you lead him into a question and talk about what he did for black people. He hasn't done anything for black people.
Oh, he about to get to that.
What he done? You talk about justice reform. All he did was he let Kodak Black out. He let a couple of others out. And then, okay, I'm doing something about justice reform. That's not doing nothing about justice reform. Come on. You're talking about, then you say, well, motherfuckers out here killing people and killing cops in the streets and it's felonies, and the Democrats want to change the laws so they can get away with killing cops or killing somebody, whatever the fuck you said. And then they want to make my father done a misdemeanor and they want to put him in jail. Yo, ain't nobody tell your father to falsify records.
And not only that, bruh, his father complaining about, I can't go to graduation. I can't do this. I should be campaigning. Nigga, you delayed this shit. This shit would have been over. Fuck around with you, nigga. Hey, you put it
in a hammer, and I was on the construction site. My father made me earn everything I got. You's a motherfucking lie. When your father didn't earn everything he got, how many people out here got a father that gives them $1 million to get started in business? I damn sure don't. I don't think you do.
Biden said that the other day. He's like, he don't even know business that is inherited to you.
Right.
He don't know how to make business.
Right.
Think about it. Trump shoes, no good.
No good.
Trump water,
no good.
No good. Trump real estate,
no good.
What did he do now? Trump he did some
Trump
new
University,
shit.
No good.
Oh shit, University. He got some new shit, didn't he?
All them
steaks.
The dude declared bankruptcy 5 times. I think 5 times at least.
It's some new shit.
We're not making this shit up.
He's
selling Bibles.
Bibles. That's what it is.
He endorsing. Really? I ain't gonna get into that one again.
You can't even sell Bibles. They sell themselves. He can't sell them. His fucking True Social joint trash. Like, nigga, you can't tell me he a businessman and everything he do in business is gutter. It's not even trash. It's a scheme. Literally a scheme to get your money, bro.
Okay, Trump Taj Mahal went under. All them casinos he had down on Atlantic City. He had damn near a whole boardwalk. At least half of the boardwalk in Atlantic City.
Right now, he's scheming the motherfuckers run for president. Do you know they send out a memo to everybody running for president in the Republican Party that they got to give him 5% of their campaign if they mention his name? He is shaking down the party, bro.
Because
he is basically doing nigga shit. We might as well run for president now. At this point, a nigga like us could be president now.
Because
like he cussing.
Oh Lord.
He wants your guns. We can do this. We can do this. At this point, we can be president, my nigga.
Listen to me? I told y'all.
That ain't gonna happen.
Women is going to kill him. Women is going to kill his campaign. He is so far behind on women, and he's trying to do something to make up ground. But you cannot make up ground when it is out there on the record. You saying out your mouth, bragging about what women is going through now because you put the justices on the court and is taking credit for overturning Roe v. Wade.
Republicans can't say this is not what they wanted. They just wanted it to go to states because they taking steps after that. You got Democrats in Arizona trying to put up a bill to reinstate it. To reinstate it. Mm-hmm. And you got the Republicans blocking that. Not even bringing that to vote. So it's other steps they taking to keep it where it's at. So it ain't like it's motherfucking just the Supreme Court said, all right, take it to states. Cool. And Trump set that up. All right, boom. It's other steps now they taking to make sure, to let you know America great again. It's no women's rights. Right. Period. None. And if you're black, a black lady, man.
That's your ass.
Jeez, you even worse in this situation, right?
That's your ass.
So we clear when America great again. Now I know what it is. I always asked, I was trying to figure out when is this great thing.
Told you.
We know where it's at now. 17, 18 something. That's when they want us. You know what I'm saying? And not a goddamn thing you could tell me a Negro can like those times, bro. Mm-hmm. But that's America great for them. Remember that. That is America great. The further we go.
Back,
this fool,
that's what they want.
Let Donald Trump's son come on here and let him manipulate and swim and roll around this fucking podcast.
But he didn't manipulate him. He helped him.
And then he made it so smooth that Trump might be on this bitch again. Trump himself will be. I'm going to call this right now. Donald Trump will be on academic shit.
Yeah.
Somewhere, Trump is searching for black people, bro. He used to have this bitch called the Silk Diamonds and shit.
Oh, Silk and Diamond and Silk?
Yeah.
Them two dumb
He
asses.
needs people. If he find you on the internet, trust me, he gonna hog tie you and bring you in this fucking joint.
We know that motherfucker ain't coming in here.
And that's when you get motherfuckers like the MAGA blacks that's on the internet doing dumb shit to be noticed.
We know one thing, the motherfucker ain't coming in here.
They want to be noticed so he can treat them like Silk and Diamond. You see what I'm saying? Now we getting what their motives are.
Right.
When we burn this bitch on here and she's screaming about, I'm MAGA because Democrats making laws out that puts transvestites in my room. What the fuck you talking about?
Transsexual was in there when you went.
You're not even making no sense. You know what I'm saying? So that's the atmosphere we have right now. We have an atmosphere where MAGAs do not want information. They decline information. They're going to run to whoever Trump tell them to go look at the information at. You feel me? And that's what's the situation we is right now, where we have a whole party that's not. I'll be honest with you, it's not a such thing as a Republican Party. It's a MAGA party.
Right.
Right now, it's Democrat and MAGAs. No. And when we talk about MAGAs, they don't want to do anything. Their whole goal is look at Marjorie Taylor, that bitch.
That dummy.
She don't want a bill to go anywhere. This is their whole thing. They want to be YouTube famous in the Congress. And that's the MAGA's problem, bro. Exactly. That's my point.
It was they was in cahoots. But the problem with the manipulation come in is you are manipulating the people that tune into your podcast.
He know that. That's the point. That's what he want to do.
You are not. And if you are wrong, if you're gonna put something out there for people to look at and not make a informed decision, and informed decision that affects their life and the lives of everybody in this country in a certain way. Because if you help them make a wrong decision and put the wrong person in office, you're not going to, and the shit that happens because of it, you are talking about the difference between the poor getting help. You are talking about women's health. You're talking about the health of the country overall. You are talking about issues of war and peace. You are talking about so many issues. If you are going to jump out there and you are going to jump into that subject or jump into the political realm, you got to understand that you got to give people correct information. Look, if a motherfucker when people tune into this podcast, and we thank all of y'all for tuning in, and they know where we stand.